Imagine transforming the way someone perceives you, from indifferent to completely interested. Does it seem impossible? What if I told you that the ancient Stoics already had the key to this transformation? In this video, we will explore how the principles of Stoicism can help you change the perception of someone who doesn't value you, not through games or manipulations, but through wisdom and self-confidence. Hello, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So, have you ever felt ignored or undervalued by someone important to you? Have you ever wondered how to make that person see your true value? We will address practical and philosophical strategies that go beyond superficiality, helping you build genuine value that will be recognized and appreciated by those around you. Watch until the end to discover how applying these teachings can improve your relationships and strengthen your self-esteem. This is not just about gaining someone's attention, but about becoming the best version of yourself and, consequently, attracting genuine respect and interest from others. Prepare for a change in perspective that can revolutionize your social and emotional life. Understanding the concept of self-worth is essential, yet many people only scratch the surface when they think about it. Consider it as the very foundation upon which your entire life is built. Just as a sturdy foundation supports a house, a strong sense of self-respect upholds your entire being, enabling you to weather life's storms with resilience. Conversely, if this foundation is weak, the slightest challenge can cause everything to falter. Your sense of self is not just a psychological construct. It's the cornerstone of your mental and emotional well-being. Why, then, is this inner strength so vital? The answer lies in the way it shapes your perception of yourself and, consequently, how you engage with the world. When you possess a healthy amount of self-regard, you naturally recognize your inherent value without needing to constantly seek affirmation from those around you. Imagine the freedom that comes from not being tethered to the opinions of others. This independence of mind allows you to make decisions that align with your true values, rather than being swayed by external pressures or societal expectations. The impact of this inner confidence doesn't stop at your own perception. It extends to how others view you as well. Have you ever noticed that those who carry themselves with an air of self-assurance tend to draw others in? There's something magnetic about a person who is quietly confident, who exudes a sense of calm and inner security without ever tipping into arrogance. This kind of assuredness is deeply attractive because it signals that the person knows their worth and doesn't need to prove it to anyone. Moreover, a strong sense of self-worth equips you to handle life's inevitable ups and downs with grace. When your internal foundation is solid, you're less likely to be thrown off balance by criticism or setbacks. Instead of being shaken by negative feedback, you can maintain your composure, understanding that someone else's opinion does not define who you are. This emotional resilience allows you to respond to challenges with a measured, thoughtful approach, preserving your peace of mind and emotional health in the process. Now, let's explore how to cultivate and strengthen this internal foundation, especially through the wisdom of Stoicism. The Stoics, particularly thinkers like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, advocated practices that remain incredibly relevant today. One such practice is daily self-reflection. By taking a few moments each day to consider your actions and thoughts, you can deepen your understanding of yourself. Ask yourself reflective questions like, did I live up to my principles today? How can I improve tomorrow? This simple but powerful habit encourages self-awareness and helps you build a stronger sense of self-regard. Another Stoic practice worth considering is negative visualization. While it may seem counterproductive at first, imagining the worst-case scenarios in life can be incredibly empowering. The goal is not to induce anxiety, but to mentally prepare yourself for adversity, reminding yourself that you have the strength to overcome even the most challenging situations. This mental exercise builds resilience, reinforcing your inner strength and confidence. It's about embracing the Stoic concept of amor fati, or the love of fate, which encourages you to accept what you cannot change and to make the best of your circumstances. This process of strengthening your inner foundation is not something that happens overnight. It's a lifelong journey. It requires continuous effort, a commitment to self-improvement, and an openness to growth. By embracing these Stoic practices, you'll not only bolster your inner strength but also develop a sense of confidence and balance that will serve you well throughout life's challenges. It's about nurturing a deep, unshakable belief in your own value and capabilities, an internal fortress that no external force can breach. As your internal strength grows, so too will the way others perceive you. People are naturally drawn to those who carry themselves with confidence and authenticity. To truly transform how you are seen by others, it's essential to consistently apply practices that reinforce your sense of self-worth and enhance your interactions with the world. These practices, rooted in Stoic wisdom and principles of personal development, will help you become more authentic, respected, and admired in both your personal and professional life. So, let's delve deeper into these techniques and explore how they can make a significant impact on your life. Each of these strategies is designed to help you fortify your inner foundation and improve the quality of your social interactions, paving the way for deeper, more meaningful connections with those around you. By committing to these practices, you'll not only enhance the way you see yourself, but also transform the way others see you, leading to a more fulfilling and confident existence. This journey of building inner strength is not just about feeling good about yourself. It's about fundamentally changing the way you interact with the world. It's about cultivating a sense of self-worth that is so deeply rooted that it influences every decision you make, every relationship you form, and every challenge you face. When you have this kind of internal foundation, you are able to live more authentically, more freely, and with a greater sense of purpose. Technical 1. Emotional self-reliance. It is a transformative way of living that can bring balance and fulfillment to your life. It's about nurturing an inner strength that allows you to find happiness from within, rather than depending on external sources for your sense of well-being. Imagine the incredible freedom that comes with living in tune with your own values, free from the influence of others' opinions, moods, or actions. This kind of inner independence isn't just a skill. It's a fundamental shift in how you approach life and relationships. Understanding this principle starts with recognizing that emotional self-reliance doesn't mean cutting yourself off from meaningful connections. Instead, it's about building a strong foundation of self-worth and inner peace, which allows you to engage with others more authentically and with greater balance. When you're secure in your own value, you naturally interact with people from a place of confidence, rather than neediness or dependence. This not only improves your relationships but also encourages others to respect and appreciate you more because you're not seeking their approval. Developing this inner strength often begins with dedicating time to yourself. Engage in activities that genuinely bring you joy and satisfaction. Whether that's exploring a new hobby, diving into your passions, or simply enjoying moments of quiet reflection. These personal pursuits help you build a strong sense of self by allowing you to discover and nurture what truly makes you happy. As you invest in these activities, you'll find that your inner sense of worth strengthens, making you less likely to rely on others to fill that emotional space. A critical part of this journey is practicing self-care, which involves taking intentional steps to maintain your physical, mental, and emotional health. This might include regular exercise to boost your energy and mood, eating a balanced diet, or practicing mindfulness to keep your mind and emotions centered. Prioritizing your well-being reinforces the message that your happiness is important, independent of external factors. This commitment to taking care of yourself lays the groundwork for greater emotional resilience and independence. Setting healthy boundaries is another essential aspect of cultivating inner strength. Knowing your limits and being able to assert them helps protect your emotional space. Don't hesitate to say no when necessary, and understand that it's okay to prioritize your needs at times. Establishing boundaries isn't about being distant or unapproachable. It's about respecting yourself enough to prevent others from overwhelming you. This respect for your own needs leads to a greater sense of control over your emotional life and helps you maintain a healthy balance in your relationships. One of the lessons we can take from Stoic philosophy is the importance of focusing on what we can control. Often, we stress over things beyond our influence, which can drain our emotional energy. By accepting that some things are out of our hands, we can let go of unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters. This shift in perspective not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to take action where you can make a difference, further reinforcing your emotional independence. The journey toward emotional self-reliance is an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth. It's about continuously learning about yourself, recognizing your inherent worth, and making choices that align with your values. As you deepen your understanding of who you are and develop your ability to draw on your inner resources for emotional strength, you'll notice a significant transformation in how you experience life. You'll feel more in control of your emotions, and others will respond to you differently, with greater respect and admiration, drawn to the quiet confidence you project. As you continue to develop this inner independence, it's important to remember that it's not about isolating yourself or becoming emotionally detached. Instead, it's about enhancing the quality of your interactions by approaching them from a place of stability and self-assurance. When you no longer rely on others to meet your emotional needs, you can contribute more authentically and generously to your relationships, creating deeper and more meaningful connections. This balance allows you to give and receive love and support without feeling drained, enriching both your life and the lives of those around you. Moreover, this inner strength equips you with the resilience needed to navigate life's inevitable challenges and setbacks. When your sense of worth and well-being is anchored within, you're better able to withstand disappointments, rejections, and other difficulties that might otherwise shake your confidence. This resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain or sadness, but it does mean that you'll have the tools to recover and move forward with greater ease. Over time, this resilience becomes a defining part of your character, further enhancing your ability to live a balanced and fulfilling life. An often overlooked but vital part of emotional independence is finding contentment in solitude. Being comfortable in your own company is a powerful indicator of inner strength. It means you can enjoy and appreciate your own presence without feeling a constant need for social interaction or external distractions. This doesn't mean you won't seek out companionship, but rather that you'll do so out of genuine desire rather than a need to avoid being alone. Finding peace in solitude is deeply liberating and contributes to a more centered state of mind. As you cultivate this inner independence, you'll find that your relationships take on new depth and authenticity. When you no longer seek to fill emotional voids through others, you can engage in relationships from a place of abundance rather than need. This shift allows you to be more present, more giving, and more accepting of others as they are, without projecting your own needs or insecurities onto them. This dynamic fosters healthier, more balanced relationships where both parties feel valued and respected for who they are, rather than for what they can provide emotionally. In essence, it is about developing a strong, secure inner world that allows you to navigate life with confidence, resilience, and grace. By focusing on your well-being, setting healthy boundaries, practicing self-care, and embracing the principles of Stoic philosophy, you can cultivate a deep and lasting sense of inner strength. This journey requires patience and self-compassion, but the rewards are immense. A life lived with greater peace, fulfillment, and more meaningful connections with yourself and others. Imagine a woman named Sarah. Sarah has always been someone who relied heavily on the opinions and validation of others to feel good about herself. When her friends complimented her, or when she received praise at work, she felt on top of the world. But if someone criticized her or she faced rejection, her self-esteem would take a hit, and she'd spend days feeling down, questioning her worth. One day, Sarah decided she was tired of feeling like her happiness was always in the hands of others. She began to focus on developing her own sense of self-worth, independent of external validation. She started setting aside time each week to engage in activities that genuinely made her happy, like painting, which she had always loved but never made time for. She also began practicing mindfulness, which helped her become more aware of her thoughts and emotions without letting them control her. As Sarah continued to invest in herself, she noticed that her mood wasn't as easily swayed by the actions or opinions of others. When someone criticized her work, she acknowledged the feedback but didn't let it define her. She knew she had value beyond what others thought, and this inner confidence started to show in how she carried herself. Over time, Sarah's relationships began to improve as well. Because she wasn't looking to others to fill her emotional needs, she could engage with them more authentically. She wasn't as anxious about what others thought, which made her interactions more relaxed and genuine. Her friends and colleagues began to respect her more, drawn to the quiet confidence she exuded. Sarah also found that she enjoyed spending time alone more than she ever had before. She no longer felt the need to constantly be around others to feel good about herself. Instead, she could sit with her thoughts, enjoy her own company, and feel content in her solitude. This newfound peace made her stronger and more resilient, better able to handle the ups and downs of life without being thrown off course. Sarah's journey to emotional self-reliance wasn't about distancing herself from others, but about strengthening her inner world so that she could live a more balanced, fulfilled life. By focusing on what truly made her happy and setting healthy boundaries, she was able to develop a sense of inner strength that allowed her to navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. Sarah's story offers a powerful lesson about the importance of emotional self-reliance and the impact it can have on our lives. One of the key takeaways from her journey is the realization that relying too much on external validation can leave us vulnerable and emotionally unstable. When our sense of self-worth is tied to what others think of us, we're constantly at the mercy of their opinions, moods, and actions. This makes it difficult to maintain a steady sense of happiness and fulfillment because our emotional state is always shifting based on external factors we can't control. Sarah's experience shows us that by focusing on developing an inner strength and self-worth that comes from within, we can achieve a more stable, balanced, and fulfilling life. Another important lesson from Sarah's story is the value of taking time for ourselves. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of work, family, and social obligations, leaving little room for self-care and personal growth. Sarah's decision to dedicate time to her own interests and passions allowed her to rediscover what truly makes her happy and fulfilled. This personal time wasn't just about finding hobbies. It was about reconnecting with herself and building a stronger sense of identity. Her story reminds us that it's essential to carve out moments for ourselves where we can reflect, recharge, and engage in activities that bring us genuine joy. This investment in our own well-being is crucial for maintaining emotional balance and resilience. Sarah's journey also highlights the importance of setting healthy boundaries. For many of us, saying no or putting our needs first can feel uncomfortable, especially if we're used to being people pleasers or caretakers. However, as Sarah learned, constantly prioritizing others' needs at the expense of our own can lead to burnout and resentment. By learning to assert her boundaries, Sarah was able to protect her emotional space and ensure that she wasn't overextending herself. This not only improved her well-being, but also led to healthier, more balanced relationships. Her experience teaches us that setting boundaries is an act of self-respect and that it's okay, and even necessary, to prioritize our own needs sometimes. Finally, Sarah's story emphasizes the significance of finding contentment within ourselves, particularly through the ability to enjoy solitude. Many of us are uncomfortable with the idea of being alone, equating solitude with loneliness or boredom. However, Sarah discovered that by cultivating inner peace and learning to enjoy her own company, she could find a deep sense of fulfillment that didn't rely on the presence of others. This ability to be content alone is a powerful indicator of emotional independence and resilience. It allows us to be more self-sufficient, less reliant on external sources for happiness, and better equipped to handle life's challenges. Sarah's journey reminds us that true contentment comes from within, and that by nurturing our inner world, we can lead a more peaceful, fulfilling, and empowered life. As we continue this exploration of emotional self-sufficiency, let's spend some time diving into a core principle that Stoicism offers us: the practice of virtue. At first glance, virtue might seem like an old-fashioned word, something tied to ancient philosophers and dusty books. But when we unpack it, we find that it's a dynamic, living concept that can profoundly shape the way we live our lives. Virtue, in the Stoic sense, refers to living in alignment with certain moral principles, such as honesty, courage, fairness, and wisdom, and using these principles as a guide for our actions and decisions. But you might ask, how exactly does practicing virtue help us on our path to becoming more emotionally self-sufficient? When we talk about practicing virtue, we're really talking about staying true to your values, no matter what life throws your way. It's about making choices that reflect your inner moral compass, even when those choices are difficult or unpopular. This consistency in action, rooted in your core beliefs, builds a sense of inner strength and self-respect that is foundational to emotional self-sufficiency. The more you align your actions with your values, the less you'll find yourself needing the approval or validation of others. Instead, your sense of worth and contentment will come from within, from knowing that you are living in a way that is true to who you are. To begin cultivating virtue, it's important to first reflect on what values are most important to you. Take some time to really think about this. What are the principles that you hold dear? Maybe it's honesty, maybe it's compassion, maybe it's a commitment to fairness. Once you've identified these core values, make a conscious effort to bring them into your everyday life. This might sound simple, but it can be challenging, especially when life gets complicated. But it's precisely in these challenging moments that practicing virtue becomes most crucial. For example, if honesty is one of your core values, you might decide to be completely transparent in all your interactions, even when it's tough. This could mean being honest with a friend when you'd rather avoid conflict, or admitting a mistake at work when it would be easier to cover it up. By committing to honesty, you're not just being truthful with others, you're also being truthful with yourself. This kind of integrity builds self-respect, which is a key ingredient in developing emotional self-sufficiency. Courage is another essential virtue in this process. Courage doesn't mean never feeling fear. It means acting in accordance with your values despite your fear. It's about doing what's right, even when it's difficult or scary. Each time you act with courage, you reinforce your inner resilience and fortitude. This kind of courage isn't about grand gestures or dramatic acts. It's often found in the quiet determination to face life's challenges with integrity. As you practice this kind of everyday bravery, you'll find that you become less reliant on external validation, as your actions are grounded in your own principles rather than the need for approval. Aristotle once said that virtue is the mean between two extremes, and this idea is central to understanding how to live virtuously. Virtue is about finding balance, not veering too far in one direction or the other, but maintaining a steady course between excess and deficiency. Take generosity, for example. On one hand, You could be overly generous, giving away so much that you neglect your own needs. On the other hand, you could be so frugal that you become stingy, unwilling to share what you have with others. True virtue lies somewhere in the middle, being generous enough to help others while still taking care of yourself. Justice is another virtue that can deeply impact your emotional well-being. Justice, in this context, means treating others fairly and equitably, respecting their rights and dignity. When you make a habit of acting justly, you not only build stronger relationships, but also strengthen your own sense of self-worth. There's something deeply fulfilling about knowing that you are contributing positively to the world around you. And this sense of fulfillment can provide a powerful foundation for emotional self-sufficiency. Wisdom is perhaps the most complex and all-encompassing of the virtues. It's not just about knowledge or intelligence. It's about the ability to make sound judgments, to see the world clearly, and to act accordingly. Wisdom involves being open to new ideas and experiences, willing to learn and grow. It's about recognizing the limits of your own knowledge and being humble enough to seek out new understanding when needed. Practicing wisdom can help you make decisions that are balanced and thoughtful, leading to greater emotional stability and independence. But let's take a moment to recognize that practicing virtue is not something you can achieve overnight. It's a lifelong journey, a continuous process of growth and self-improvement. Every day presents new opportunities to practice these virtues, to align your actions more closely with your values. And with each step you take, you become a little stronger, a little more resilient, a little more self-sufficient. Over time, you'll find that your sense of peace and contentment deepens as your life becomes more fully aligned with the principles you hold dear. As you walk this path, you might begin to notice that others start to see the changes in you. People are naturally drawn to those who live with integrity, courage, and wisdom. There's something magnetic about someone who is consistently true to their values, who acts with a quiet confidence that doesn't rely on external validation. This respect and admiration from others isn't something you seek out. It's simply a natural result of living authentically. And while it's nice to be respected by others, the real reward is the sense of inner peace that comes from knowing you are living a life that is true to who you are. Incorporating virtue into your life is also a way to create a life that is rich in meaning and purpose. It's not about striving for perfection or never making mistakes, because mistakes are a part of life and a part of growth. Rather, it's about striving to be the best version of yourself, to live in a way that reflects your highest ideals. When you do this, you're not only improving your own well-being, but also contributing to the well-being of others. This creates a virtuous cycle where your actions benefit those around you, and in turn, reinforce your own emotional resilience and self-sufficiency. In many ways, practicing virtue is about transforming yourself from the inside out. It's about shaping your actions and decisions according to the values you hold dear, and in doing so, building a character that is strong, resilient, and true. The more you practice these virtues, the more emotionally self-sufficient you become. You'll find that your sense of happiness and fulfillment doesn't depend on external circumstances or the opinions of others, but is rooted in the deep satisfaction that comes from living a life that is true to your values. Another powerful aspect of living virtuously is the way it helps you navigate life's challenges with grace and confidence. When you're faced with difficult situations, having a strong sense of your own values can serve as a guiding light, helping you make decisions that are aligned with your principles. This not only makes you more resilient in the face of adversity, but also helps you maintain your emotional equilibrium, even when things get tough. As you continue to cultivate virtue in your life, you'll likely find that your relationships begin to improve as well. People are naturally drawn to those who are consistent in their values, who treat others with respect, and who act with integrity. By living virtuously, you set a positive example for those around you, and this can inspire others to strive for greater integrity in their own lives. This doesn't mean that you need to be perfect or that you won't make mistakes. It simply means that you're committed to living in a way that reflects your highest ideals. In conclusion, embracing virtue is about cultivating a deep respect for yourself and others. It's about living in a way that's true to your values, no matter what challenges come your way. As you continue on this path, you'll discover that living virtuously isn't just the key to emotional self-sufficiency. It's the key to a fulfilling and meaningful life. This is the kind of life where your contentment and sense of purpose aren't swayed by external circumstances, but are firmly rooted in the values you hold dear. It's a life that, while not without its challenges, is rich with the deep satisfaction that comes from knowing you are living in a way that is true to who you are. 3. Assertive communication. A deep dive into emotional independence and virtue. As we continue our journey into the realms of emotional independence and the cultivation of virtue, it's imperative to explore the profound significance of assertive communication. This concept, often discussed but rarely mastered, is fundamental in shaping the quality of our relationships, whether they are personal or professional. Assertive communication is not merely a trendy buzzword. It is the bedrock upon which healthy, respectful, and balanced interactions are built. But what does it truly mean to communicate assertively? At its essence, assertive communication involves expressing your thoughts and emotions with clarity, honesty, and respect, without compromising the dignity of others. It's a fine art that requires balancing firmness in your stance with genuine consideration for the other party involved. The heart of assertive communication is rooted in the virtue of honesty. However, this isn't a call for harsh or brutal honesty that can harm or alienate. Rather, it's about finding that delicate equilibrium between truth and tact, where your words are not only sincere but also constructive. When you communicate assertively, you're not merely stating your truth. You're doing so in a manner that promotes understanding and connection. Every word you choose, every inflection in your tone, and even the subtle cues of your body language contribute to how your message is perceived. It's about being clear and direct without crossing the line into confrontation or passivity. In many ways, the practice of assertive communication is an embodiment of self-respect, intertwined with a deep respect for others. Consider the immense power of words when they are chosen with care. Instead of resorting to accusatory language, which often triggers defensiveness, imagine the impact of using I statements. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," consider how the conversation transforms when you say, "I feel overlooked when my opinions aren't considered." This subtle shift moves the conversation away from blame and towards a personal expression of feeling, which is far more likely to evoke empathy rather than resistance. This approach not only makes your message more palatable, but also paves the way for a more constructive and meaningful dialogue. Aristotle's wisdom resonates deeply here. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. This philosophy beautifully encapsulates the essence of assertive communication. It's not a skill that is perfected overnight, but rather one that is refined through consistent practice. Every conversation you engage in is an opportunity to hone this art, to fine-tune your approach, and to build relationships that are not only stronger but also more meaningful. Assertive communication requires a conscious decision, with each interaction, to be mindful of how you articulate your thoughts and how you actively listen to others. Assertive communication extends beyond just speaking. It's equally about listening with intention and presence. Active listening, a cornerstone of assertive communication, is about being fully engaged in the conversation and giving your undivided attention to the speaker. It's more than just hearing words. It's about understanding the emotions and intentions that lie beneath them. When you practice active listening, you're not merely waiting for your turn to speak. You're genuinely engaging with the other person's thoughts and feelings. This level of engagement demonstrates respect, and builds the kind of trust that is essential for any healthy relationship. Making eye contact is another vital element of assertive communication. When you look someone in the eye, you're doing more than just seeing them. You're establishing a deeper connection. It's a nonverbal signal that communicates, "I'm present with you, I'm listening, and I value what you have to say." Eye contact enhances your credibility and makes the other person feel understood and respected. It's a simple yet powerful way to convey your commitment to the conversation. Feedback, too, plays a critical role in assertive communication. Understanding that communication is a two-way street, being open to receiving feedback, whether it's positive or critical, is essential. Accepting feedback with grace reflects emotional maturity and a genuine willingness to grow. It's about recognizing that feedback is not a personal attack, but rather an opportunity for self-improvement. By responding to feedback with an open mind, you can cultivate greater self-awareness and strengthen your relationships. In essence, cultivating assertive communication is a significant step toward reinforcing your emotional independence. When you communicate with clarity, respect, and a genuine desire to understand, you're not just expressing yourself, you're building bridges of understanding with those around you. This practice not only fosters deeper connections, but also lays the groundwork for more meaningful and fulfilling interactions in every aspect of your life. 4. Active listening, the art of presence and engagement. As we transition to the vital skill of active listening, it becomes clear that assertive communication and active listening are deeply intertwined. While assertive communication focuses on effectively expressing yourself, active listening is about genuinely hearing and understanding others. It goes beyond merely hearing words. It's about being fully present and engaging with the speaker on a profound level. Active listening demands your full attention, which in today's world of constant distractions can be a rare commodity. From the lure of our smartphones to the incessant noise of our own thoughts, distractions are everywhere. Yet, when you consciously set these distractions aside and focus entirely on the conversation at hand, you are sending a powerful message. You value the speaker's words and, by extension, the speaker themselves. This act of being fully present is not just a sign of respect, but also a way to build trust and deepen your connection with the other person. A key component of active listening is asking thoughtful, clarifying questions. These questions not only help you better understand the speaker, but also demonstrate that you are truly engaged and interested in the conversation. It's a way to delve deeper into the subject matter and ensure that you are grasping the full meaning of what's being communicated. This not only enriches the conversation, but also prevents potential misunderstandings. Another technique crucial to active listening is paraphrasing. When you restate what you've heard in your own words, you're not only confirming your understanding, but also reassuring the speaker that you're following along with their train of thought. This simple act can prevent confusion and make the conversation more productive and meaningful. It's a way of saying, "I'm with you, I understand you, and I'm invested in what you're saying." The philosopher Plato once remarked, "Wisdom begins in wonder." In the context of active listening, this wonder manifests as a genuine curiosity about the perspectives of others. When you listen with curiosity, you're not merely processing words. You're exploring new ideas, understanding different viewpoints, and broadening your own horizons. This kind of listening fosters richer conversations and stronger, more authentic connections with others. At the heart of active listening lies empathy. By putting yourself in the speaker's shoes, you gain a better understanding of their emotions, motivations, and perspectives. This empathetic approach strengthens the emotional bond between you and the speaker, creating an environment of mutual support and understanding. It's about more than just listening. It's about truly connecting with another person on a human level. Interruptions are the antithesis of active listening. Allowing the speaker to complete their thoughts before you respond not only shows respect and patience, but also ensures that you fully comprehend their point of view before offering your own. This practice is essential for fostering a respectful and productive dialogue. Ultimately, active listening is a practice of patience and presence. In a world overwhelmed with distractions, the ability to give someone your undivided attention is a rare and valuable gift. This practice not only enhances your relationships, but also contributes significantly to your personal growth. Through active listening, you demonstrate a genuine willingness to understand others, making your interactions more meaningful, enriching, and ultimately more rewarding. Technique number 5. The profound power of consistency and reliability. In the realm of building lasting and meaningful relationships, two qualities stand out as pillars of trust and mutual respect: consistency and reliability. These attributes are not merely desirable. They are essential in forming the foundation of any healthy relationship, whether it be personal, professional, or otherwise. The interplay between consistency and reliability creates a dynamic that fosters stability, predictability, and a sense of security for those around you. Consistency, the bedrock of predictability. Let us first explore the concept of consistency. At its core, consistency is about aligning your actions with your words, ensuring that your behavior reflects the values and promises you espouse. This alignment is crucial because it creates a sense of predictability in your relationships. When people know what to expect from you, they feel more secure and are more likely to place their trust in you. Consistency builds a bridge of understanding between you and others, allowing for smoother interactions and deeper connections. Consider the importance of consistency in the small, everyday actions that often go unnoticed. Whether it's being punctual, meeting deadlines, or simply following through on a commitment, these seemingly minor actions collectively shape how others perceive you. Consistency is not about grand gestures. It's about the regular, steady fulfillment of your responsibilities and promises. Over time, this steadfastness cultivates an environment where trust can flourish, as others come to rely on your predictable and dependable nature. However, consistency extends beyond just actions. It encompasses your emotional responses as well. By maintaining a consistent emotional demeanor, you provide a sense of stability that others can lean on. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but rather managing them in a way that reflects your inner values. For instance, reacting calmly in stressful situations or maintaining a positive attitude in the face of challenges reinforces the perception of reliability in both your personal and professional life. Reliability, the art of being a steadfast support. Reliability, while closely related to consistency, adds another layer to your relationships by emphasizing your role as a dependable support system for others. Reliability is about being there when others need you, offering your presence, assistance, and understanding without hesitation. It's about being the person others can count on, not just in fulfilling commitments, but also in providing emotional and practical support during difficult times. To be reliable is to be a pillar of strength for those around you. This involves not only fulfilling your promises, but also going above and beyond when necessary. Reliability is demonstrated through actions that show you are attentive to the needs of others, whether it's offering help without being asked or simply being available to listen. This constant availability and willingness to support others build a deep reservoir of trust that can withstand the test of time. Aristotle's wisdom, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit, encapsulates the essence of reliability. Excellence in being reliable is achieved through the habitual practice of showing up, both physically and emotionally, for those who matter to you. This repeated demonstration of reliability fortifies your relationships, making them resilient in the face of challenges and changes. The synergy of consistency and reliability. When combined, consistency and reliability create a powerful synergy that elevates your relationships to a higher level of trust and mutual respect. Consistency lays the groundwork by establishing a predictable pattern of behavior, while reliability builds on this foundation by ensuring that you are a constant and dependable presence in the lives of others. Together, these qualities enhance your credibility, making you someone others feel confident in trusting and relying upon. In professional settings, consistency and reliability are highly valued and can significantly impact your career trajectory. Being consistent in your work ethic, punctuality, and adherence to deadlines demonstrates your commitment to excellence. Meanwhile, being reliable in your interactions with colleagues and clients, offering support and fulfilling your roles diligently, positions you as a valuable and trustworthy team member or leader. In personal relationships, these qualities are equally vital. Consistency in your actions and emotional responses fosters an environment of stability, while reliability ensures that your loved ones feel supported and valued. Over time, these qualities strengthen familial bonds and deepen friendships, creating a network of trust and mutual care that is essential for any lasting relationship. Clear communication, reinforcing trust through transparency. An often overlooked aspect of consistency and reliability is the role of clear communication. Open and transparent communication is essential in reinforcing these qualities, as it ensures that others understand your intentions and can rely on your words. When you communicate clearly and honestly, you eliminate ambiguity, making it easier for others to trust in your consistency and rely on your reliability. For example, if you cannot meet a commitment, communicating this clearly and in advance shows that you respect the other person's time and expectations. This transparency helps maintain trust, even when circumstances prevent you from fulfilling a promise. In this way, clear communication acts as a safety net that catches any potential breaches in consistency or reliability, preserving the integrity of your relationships. Self-reflection, the key to consistent and reliable growth. Cultivating consistency and reliability is not a one-time effort, but an ongoing process that requires self-reflection and a commitment to personal growth. Regularly assessing whether your actions align with your values and the expectations of those around you is crucial in maintaining these qualities. Self-reflection allows you to identify areas where you may be falling short and make the necessary adjustments to improve. Moreover, embracing a growth mindset enables you to see consistency and reliability as practices that can be continuously refined and enhanced. This mindset encourages you to view challenges as opportunities to strengthen these qualities, rather than as setbacks. By committing to this process of self-improvement, you ensure that consistency and reliability become not just practices, but integral parts of your character. The impact on your life and relationships. Adopting consistency and reliability as guiding principles in your life enriches all areas of your existence. In your personal relationships, these qualities foster a deep sense of trust and mutual respect, creating bonds that can withstand the test of time. In your professional life, they enhance your credibility and open doors to new opportunities, as others come to see you as a dependable and trustworthy individual. Ultimately, consistency and reliability are not just behaviors, they are a way of life. By embodying these qualities, you become a person of integrity, someone who others can depend on and trust. This transformation not only strengthens your relationships, but also elevates your own sense of self-worth and fulfillment. After all, true trust is not given lightly. It is earned through consistent and reliable actions that reflect the very best of who you are. Technique number 6, the transformative power of empathy. Empathy, the ability to truly understand and share the feelings of another, is a powerful tool that can transform relationships and deepen connections. In a world that often feels disconnected, where technology sometimes creates more barriers than bridges, empathy serves as a critical means of fostering genuine and lasting relationships. It allows us to move beyond surface-level interactions and connect with others on a profoundly human level. The essence of empathy: understanding beyond words. Empathy begins with the simple, yet profound, act of listening, truly listening. Active listening, as it is often called, requires more than just hearing words. It involves paying attention to the emotions and intentions behind those words. When we listen empathetically, we are fully present in the moment, focusing entirely on the person speaking and their emotional experience. This kind of listening goes beyond the superficial. It's about understanding the underlying feelings and motivations that drive what is being said. Active listening is a skill that takes practice and intention. It involves setting aside distractions, such as phones or our own internal thoughts, and giving the speaker our undivided attention. This focus demonstrates to the speaker that their words and feelings are valued and respected, creating a space where they feel safe to express themselves. This act of being fully present is a cornerstone of empathy and sets the stage for deeper understanding and connection. The power of validation: acknowledging emotions. Beyond listening, empathy involves recognizing and validating the emotions of others. Validation is not about agreeing with everything someone says. It's about acknowledging their feelings and showing that you understand where they are coming from. This simple act of validation can have a profound impact, as it communicates respect and empathy, even in the midst of disagreement. For instance, saying something as simple as, "I can see that this situation is really frustrating for you," can help to diffuse tension and make the other person feel heard. It shifts the conversation from a potential conflict to one of understanding and mutual respect. Validation is a powerful tool in building emotional bridges, as it shows that you care about the other person's experience and are willing to see things from their perspective. Empathy in action: offering support beyond words. Empathy is not just about understanding and validating emotions. It's also about taking action to support others. This might involve offering practical help, such as assisting with a task, or providing emotional support through comforting words or a reassuring presence. Empathy in action is about being there for others in a tangible way, showing that you are not only willing to understand their feelings, but also to help them navigate through difficult times. This support can take many forms, from lending a helping hand to simply being present in moments of need. It's about being a source of strength and comfort, someone others can turn to when they are facing challenges. By offering this kind of support, you strengthen your relationships and build a network of trust and mutual care that enriches both your life and the lives of those around you. Celebrating success: the empathy of joy. Empathy is not limited to times of difficulty. It is equally important in moments of joy and success. Celebrating others' achievements as if they were your own demonstrates a deep and generous heart. This attitude of shared joy strengthens bonds and creates an environment of mutual support and encouragement. When you celebrate others' successes, you show that you are genuinely invested in their happiness and well-being. Empathy and joy: celebrating success together. Empathy is not confined to moments of hardship. It extends to celebrating the successes and joys of others. When someone achieves a milestone or experiences a significant moment of happiness, your genuine enthusiasm and shared celebration can deepen the connection between you. This empathetic approach to joy demonstrates that you are fully invested in their well-being, showing that their achievements are meaningful to you as well. For instance, when a friend receives a promotion or a family member accomplishes a personal goal, celebrating their success with genuine excitement and pride can strengthen your relationship. This act of sharing in their joy not only reinforces your support, but also enhances the sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. By acknowledging and celebrating others' victories, you foster an environment of encouragement and positive reinforcement, which contributes to a supportive and nurturing relationship dynamic. The role of self-awareness and empathy. Developing empathy requires a high degree of self-awareness. To truly understand and connect with the feelings of others, it is essential to be in touch with your own emotions and how they influence your interactions. Self-awareness allows you to manage your own emotional responses effectively, creating a space where you can engage more fully with others' experiences. Practices such as meditation, personal reflection, and mindfulness can enhance self-awareness and emotional intelligence. By understanding your own emotions, you become better equipped to recognize and empathize with the emotions of others. This heightened emotional sensitivity improves your ability to respond with empathy, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. Empathy in professional and personal contexts. In professional settings, empathy enhances teamwork and collaboration. Leaders who practice empathy are better able to connect with their team members, understand their perspectives, and address their concerns effectively. This empathetic approach promotes a positive work environment where employees feel valued and understood, leading to increased engagement and productivity. In personal relationships, empathy strengthens bonds and fosters a deeper sense of connection. Whether in friendships, family dynamics, or romantic relationships, practicing empathy builds a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. It creates a supportive atmosphere where individuals feel heard, valued, and cared for, which is essential for maintaining healthy and fulfilling relationships. The transformative impact of empathy. Practicing empathy transforms not only the relationships you have with others, but also your own experience of life. It enriches your interactions, making them more meaningful and fulfilling. By understanding and connecting with the emotions of others, you contribute to a more compassionate and supportive world. Empathy encourages a mindset of openness and curiosity about others' experiences, fostering a deeper appreciation for the diverse perspectives and emotions that shape our interactions. This approach leads to a more harmonious and connected life, where relationships are nurtured through genuine understanding and care. Ultimately, empathy is a vital component of what it means to be human. It bridges gaps between individuals, builds trust, and enhances emotional connections. By integrating empathy into your daily interactions, you not only improve your relationships, but also contribute to a more empathetic and connected world. Embracing empathy as a core value enriches your own life experience and helps create a more compassionate and supportive environment for those around you. Technique number 7. Enhancing personal appearance. Personal appearance is much more than a superficial concern. It serves as a powerful means of self-expression and communication. It reflects how we see ourselves and significantly influences how others perceive us. Caring for your appearance is not about vanity. It is an act of self-respect and a way to convey confidence and competence in every aspect of your life. The journey to a well-rounded personal appearance begins with the basics of hygiene. This is the foundation upon which all other aspects are built. Regular practices like bathing, brushing your teeth, and maintaining clean, trimmed nails are essential. These habits are not just about cleanliness, but also about the messages they send to both yourself and the people you interact with. They tell the world that you value yourself and are attentive to the details that contribute to a polished, respectful presentation. Choosing appropriate attire is another crucial element of personal appearance. The way you dress speaks volumes before you even say a word. It's important to select clothing that is not only suitable for the occasion, but also comfortable and well-fitted. Your clothes don't need to be extravagant or expensive. What matters most is that they are clean, in good condition, and aligned with the context of your activities. Dressing thoughtfully shows that you are mindful of your environment and respectful of the people you engage with. Physical health is inextricably linked to personal appearance. When you take care of your body through regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep, The benefits are reflected in your appearance. Healthy skin, a bright complexion, and a well-maintained physique all contribute to a strong, confident presence. Your physical well-being affects not only how you look but also how you carry yourself, making you more energetic and engaging in your interactions. An often overlooked aspect of personal appearance is the care of your skin and hair. Simple steps like regular haircuts and a consistent skincare routine can have a profound impact on how you feel about yourself. You don't need an elaborate regimen. Basic products like a quality shampoo and moisturizer can make a significant difference. Taking time for these small acts of self-care boosts your confidence and enhances your overall appearance, allowing you to present your best self to the world. Beyond the physical, your emotional and psychological presentation plays a key role in your personal appearance. A positive demeanor, genuine smile, and open body language are all essential components of how you are perceived by others. These elements complement your physical appearance, creating a harmonious and inviting presence that draws people in. As Ralph Waldo Emerson aptly observed, "The first wealth is health." This wisdom highlights the importance of nurturing both your physical and mental well-being as the foundation of a strong, appealing personal appearance. The way you care for your personal appearance has far-reaching effects on your life. Feeling good about how you look can significantly enhance your confidence and self-esteem, which in turn influences your professional success and social relationships. A well-maintained appearance can signal professionalism and competence in the workplace, making you more likely to be taken seriously and given opportunities. In social settings, being well-presented helps to facilitate smoother, more positive interactions, making it easier to connect with others. It's essential to recognize that while personal appearance is an important tool for making a positive impression, it does not define your worth. Instead, it serves as a reflection of the respect and care you have for yourself. Taking time to care for your appearance is an investment in yourself that pays dividends in all areas of life. When you feel good about how you look, it radiates outward, influencing how you interact with the world and how the world responds to you. The development of social skills is another area where your personal appearance can have a significant impact. Social skills, though not always innate, can be cultivated through practice and effort. The ability to initiate conversations is a fundamental social skill that can open doors to new relationships and opportunities. Starting a conversation with a simple, friendly remark or question shows interest and can help break the ice, making it easier to connect with others. Active listening is another critical component of effective social interactions. Truly listening to what others are saying, without interrupting or planning your response, demonstrates respect and builds trust. This level of engagement helps to create meaningful connections and fosters an environment of mutual understanding. Body language also plays a vital role in social interactions. An open posture, steady eye contact, and a warm smile are all nonverbal cues that convey approachability and interest. These signals make others feel comfortable and valued, facilitating smoother communication and stronger relationships. Empathy is a powerful social skill that enables you to connect with others on a deeper level. By understanding and acknowledging the emotions and perspectives of those you interact with, you can build stronger, more empathetic relationships. Even if you don't agree with someone's viewpoint, showing that you understand where they are coming from helps to bridge gaps and resolve conflicts more effectively. Clear and concise communication is essential for successful interactions. Being able to express your thoughts and feelings directly, yet with respect, minimizes misunderstandings and makes your conversations more productive and enjoyable. It's important to communicate your message in a way that is easily understood, without unnecessary complexity or ambiguity. Handling criticism gracefully is another key aspect of social interactions. Instead of reacting defensively to feedback, view it as an opportunity for growth and improvement. Acknowledging criticism, reflecting on it, and using it to better yourself demonstrates maturity and a willingness to learn. This approach not only improves your social skills, but also enhances your relationships with others. Authenticity is crucial in social interactions. People are naturally drawn to those who are genuine and true to themselves. Trying to be someone you're not in an effort to please others can backfire, leading to superficial relationships. By being authentic, you build trust and create deeper, more meaningful connections. Conflict resolution is an inevitable part of any relationship, and how you handle conflicts can make or break your social interactions. Approaching conflicts with a calm, level-headed attitude and a willingness to compromise shows maturity and respect for the other person. Finding peaceful, fair solutions strengthens your relationships and builds a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Engaging in social activities, such as joining clubs or participating in community events, offers valuable opportunities to practice and refine your social skills. These experiences expose you to different social dynamics, helping you become more adaptable and confident in various situations. Investing in your social skills enhances both your personal and professional life. Strong, healthy relationships are essential for well-being and success. As you improve your social skills, you'll find yourself more equipped to handle the complexities of social interactions, leading to a more fulfilling and satisfying life. Finally, the power of positivity and optimism cannot be overstated. These attitudes have the ability to transform your life by shifting your focus from problems to solutions and opportunities. A positive outlook increases your resilience, strengthens your relationships, and promotes better physical and mental health. Cultivating positivity begins with gratitude, taking time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, no matter how small, can create a ripple effect of joy and contentment. By focusing on the positive, you set the stage for a life filled with possibility and fulfillment. Incorporating positive language into your daily life can profoundly affect how you perceive challenges and how others interact with you. Instead of framing difficulties in a negative light, such as saying, "This is hard," try rephrasing your thoughts into something more constructive, like, "This is a challenge, but I can overcome it." This simple shift in expression does more than just alter your words. It can significantly influence your mindset and the responses you receive from those around you. As the philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Embracing positive thinking isn't merely about maintaining a cheerful demeanor. It's about cultivating a mindset that actively seeks out the good in every situation. This involves training yourself to recognize and challenge negative thoughts, systematically replacing them with more optimistic and empowering alternatives. Equally important is the company you keep. Surrounding yourself with positive, supportive individuals can greatly enhance your own outlook on life. The people in your life play a crucial role in shaping your mindset. Seek out those who uplift, inspire, and encourage you, as these relationships can help reinforce your own sense of optimism and well-being. Additionally, paying attention to your physical health is vital for maintaining a positive mental state. Regular exercise, a nutritious diet, and adequate sleep are the foundational elements of a healthy mind. When your body is well cared for, your mind tends to follow suit, aligning with a more positive and resilient outlook. Facing life's inevitable challenges with a positive attitude is essential for personal growth. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, consider them opportunities for learning and self-improvement. Each challenge you overcome strengthens your confidence and resilience, preparing you to tackle future difficulties with even greater optimism. To support this mindset, practicing meditation and relaxation techniques can be incredibly beneficial. These practices help calm the mind, reduce stress, and increase mental clarity, enabling you to approach life's challenges with a balanced and optimistic perspective. It's also crucial to recognize and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. These moments of acknowledgement contribute to a positive cycle of progress and motivation, reinforcing your optimism and keeping your spirits high. Adopting positivity and optimism as daily habits doesn't just transform your own life. It also has a ripple effect, positively influencing those around you. By consistently choosing to see the bright side of things and maintaining a hopeful outlook, you contribute to creating a happier, healthier environment for everyone in your life. When it comes to personal and professional growth, the importance of giving and receiving constructive feedback cannot be overstated. However, delivering feedback effectively requires careful consideration. Begin by being specific in your observations. Rather than using vague statements like, "you need to improve," focus on particular behaviors or actions that need attention. For example, you might say, "I noticed you have difficulty meeting deadlines. Perhaps we can work together to improve your time management." This type of feedback is far more constructive as it provides clear, actionable guidance. Maintaining a positive and encouraging tone is equally important when delivering feedback. Even when the feedback is critical, it should be framed in a way that motivates improvement rather than discouraging the recipient. A helpful approach is to balance any negative feedback with positive aspects. Start by acknowledging something the person has done well, then address the areas that need improvement, and conclude with an encouraging remark about their potential for growth. As Socrates famously said, "The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new." Applying this principle to feedback means directing attention toward possibilities for improvement and future development, rather than merely criticizing past shortcomings. Active listening is another critical component of effective feedback. Allow the person receiving feedback to express their thoughts and perspectives. This not only demonstrates respect, but can also provide valuable insights that may have been overlooked. Engaging in an open dialogue makes the feedback process more collaborative and less one-sided. Additionally, offering practical suggestions alongside your feedback can make it more actionable. Instead of simply pointing out problems, propose specific solutions or steps for improvement. This approach helps the individual visualize the path forward and feel more confident in their ability to make the necessary changes. The timing and frequency of feedback also play a significant role in its effectiveness. Don't wait for formal evaluations to share your observations. Providing continuous, regular feedback can prevent small issues from escalating into bigger problems and make it easier to implement gradual, manageable changes. Incremental adjustments are often more effective than attempting a complete overhaul all at once. It's also essential to examine your intentions when giving feedback. Ensure that your goal is genuinely to help the person grow and improve. Feedback delivered with empathy and a sincere desire to support the other person's development is far more likely to be well received than criticism driven by frustration or impatience. Moreover, be open to receiving feedback yourself. Demonstrating a willingness to improve fosters an environment of mutual trust and respect. This openness encourages a positive feedback culture where everyone feels safe to give and receive constructive criticism. By incorporating these practices into your interactions, feedback can become a powerful tool for personal and professional development. When delivered with specificity, positivity, and a forward-looking focus, feedback can inspire meaningful change, strengthen relationships, and contribute to a more productive and harmonious environment. These principles and techniques can be seamlessly integrated into your everyday life. For instance, practicing active listening can greatly enhance your interactions, whether at work or at home, fostering an atmosphere of respect and understanding. Cultivating emotional self-sufficiency, on the other hand, can make you less dependent on external validation and more confident in your own self-worth. Now that you've been introduced to these valuable strategies, it's time to put them into action. Remember, Simply knowing about these concepts is just the beginning. It's in the application of this knowledge that true transformation occurs. Consider the potential impact on your life as you begin to adopt practices like emotional self-sufficiency, daily reflection on your virtues, or more assertive and empathetic communication. Start today by choosing one technique that resonated with you and make a concerted effort to incorporate it into your routine. For example, you might dedicate 5 minutes each morning to reflecting on your virtues or commit to practicing active listening in your next conversation. These small, consistent actions can lead to significant, positive changes over time. And if you encounter obstacles along the way, don't be discouraged. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, and every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. If you found any part of this message helpful or inspiring, we invite you to like and comment on this post, as your engagement helps others discover this content. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you never miss out on more tips for your development. Remember, true and lasting change begins from within. So, let's continue this journey of self-improvement together. Thank you for being with us, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.